Good morning, children. In this session today we will study about airways. This is one of the important or significant means of transportation. We know that the air traveling by air is the fastest and most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport in our country. Very fast. We know waterways are the very cheapest means of transportation. At the same time, the airways are the fastest means of transportation. We can cover very difficult terrains, whether it is high mountains or dreary desert regions or dense forest, even oceanic stretches with a great ease with the help of air travel. Airplane or helicopters can travel, or aeroplanes, we know that far distances and within very less hours we can reach. So this is one of the fastest. At the same time, it can cross over the mountains or oceans. We have studied earlier classes about the road transportation and rail transportation. So railways and roadways have some sort of difficulties in the construction. In the swamps, it is not possible to construct the railways or the mountainous regions also. But here, airways has no such kind of obstructions here. So it is very easy to travel far distances within limited time, so that it can also cross over the mountains or the deserts or dense forest or even the oceanic stretches also. So in the northeastern regions, we know in our country the extreme northeastern regions are covered with a dense forest, or the mountainous regions. We can find there many rivers also are flowing through these regions, and some of the dissected relief. That means we know high mountains, especially dense forest. Due to this presence of rivers, there are also frequent floods occur. But international frontiers or the boundaries are also there in the northeastern regions. We know China, Nepal, Bhutan, and in the eastern side Bangladesh and Myanmar. So these borders also, or the frontiers also, we have in these regions how the railways or roadways are possible. Such kind of cases, we know that air transport is very useful for these regions also in the northeastern part of our country. Air transport is nationalized in the year 1953. Air transport was nationalized in 1953. Air India, we know that there are some private air services also are available in our country, but all India we have the Air India provides a domestic and international air services that is under the control of India or India government. Air India, which provides the international and domestic air services also. We can say some private helicopters or helicopter services or air services like Kingfisher or Jet Airways. These are all operated by the private companies or private individuals. Pawan Hans Helicopters Limited, which provides helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Corporation in its offshore operations in the oceans. When there is a Oil and Natural Gas Corporation has getting the service of this helicopter services of Pawan Hans Helicopters Limited. Okay, then in the northeastern regions, when we are talking about it's also some regions are very interior or hilly mountainous regions, inaccessible areas, so difficult terrains, the mountains and mountain valleys like these states or interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir also, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. These regions we know rail transportation and or roadways are not possible. So here also more applicable the air transportation. So some provisions the government has made also, they are utilizing the preferring the northeastern states. Some air travel helicopter services are also provided. So within which regions which are not easy for the people to reach. And now we know that air transportation is very expensive also. It's not within the reach of the common people. So the poor people or the common people, it may not be possible the transportation by air also. So it is only in the northeastern regions of the country. That means the northeastern states have a special provisions which are made by the government to extend the service to the common people also. Air travel is allowed to the common people also very cheaply by in the northeastern states because of its hilly terrain and special conditions. The government of India has made such kind of provisions to the only these areas in the northeastern states and the interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, etc. Now in the coming session we will study more about communication, which is also an important part, which also has a significant role in the development of our country or India's economy.